Hello and welcome to Journey to the Chateau. So today it's English first.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à Journey to the Chateau.
Und of course zu unseren deutschsprachigen Freunden, herzlich willkommen zu Journey to the Chateau. And was a big week.
Yep. And in this episode, we're going to share with you some of the things that we did this past week. One of which was taking down the crystals from the chandelier.
It's painful. Have fun. We are off to the real estate attorney. We are signing our sales contract for our home in Woodstock.
It's the closing documents, right?
Yes.
Closing documents.
And quite honestly, it's very, very stressful because it's one thing to have a property in France that, it's fine. You have that. But having a date when we need to be out of here.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's true.
It's very real and very stressful. Yes.
It feels terrible in a way. And great all at once. It's really nice.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Richfield Road.
Okay.
There. Now we can't get lost.
That's right.
Hooray for GPA. GPS.
GPS. Not your grade point average. That doesn't even matter anymore. I don't.
It was so funny because my grade point average when I was in high school was just horrid. That's because I was just such a lazy student, truly lazy. And ever since I have my university days, I had something 4.0 to 4.3. So I needed to mature a little to be not an incomplete idiot. I'm only a partial idiot. Anyways, so we're off to closing, signing the documents.
Yep.
Closing date is right after we come back from Paris. And I'm in the process of booking our very last flight from Chicago to Paris. And that too is, as you can imagine, not quite as easy as you think, because again, we have dogs that are flying with us. But so far, so good. We are at a point that
turn left onto Richfield Road.
She's so rude.
She is.
But she's not wrong.
No, well, not in this case.
In 1.3 miles, turn left onto US 14 East.
There you go. I know you know exactly where you are. That we are. I know that you know that you are. In any case, so yes, very stressful, and we have both started to pack our suitcases, which in this case is a very different way to pack, because normally for a trip we know exactly what we take or would take. It's the usual stuff, but now we need to think about things that we need when the containers are all packed, that they have actually certain things in France that we normally wouldn't have to think about.
Right, and we're packing a lot of things in checked bags that we know are going to stay at the chateau that we don't have to bring back.
Yes, we will fly back with completely empty
at the next light, turn left.
Suitcases. Oh, you are just rude.
She thinks we're stupid.
She knows I'm stupid. We're driving through an area here where there's a farm which has raises cattle, and they're outside all year.
Turn left onto US 14 East.
She is rude.
Yeah.
And so they're calving. So every time I drive by there, they're more teeny tiny little cows. It's just adorable. Anyways, we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Journey to the Chateau. So we just signed everything for the closing for our house. It's still our house for for another
Few weeks.
2 weeks or so.
3.
And then it isn't. It's really quite surprisingly unemotional, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
And great. I mean, very, very quick. So that was all good. And it is a wonderful May day in our area. It has been pouring. It's cold. And it's like hazy in the distance. So it's a day that says, "Are you sure you don't want to maybe stay?"
Yeah.
And we can say, "You're absolutely certain we don't want to stay. This is horrible." What about you?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
There was like no emotion about that at all. Like, really, I don't know. Maybe I'm dead inside.
Aye.
I don't know.
And it was really just chop, very quick. The fastest I've ever experienced.
Yeah, that's the fastest closing that we've ever been to. Yeah.
And it starts raining again. Yay.
Yay.
So as you can see, we're a bit scatterbrained. Friday we are going to the airport and with 4 dogs and flying to Germany. That's going to be exciting. And we are planning on leaving to meet the family at the Chateau on Monday morning at about between 4 and 4:30 in the morning, because it's about a 12.5-hour drive from Hamburg without breaks. So that's going to be actually quite fun and exciting to go down there in a van that's packed. So it's really quite wonderful, because my parents, they decided to let us have one of their set of dishes, and it's beautiful, just white bone china from Willer and Boch, and they bought toilet paper towels, so we're prepared when we get down there. It's awesome.
Right.
It's really nice, because it's one of those things that that you can't. It was one less stop to make, and once we get there, of course, we first, besides saying, "Oh, good Lord, what have we done?"
Right.
But we have to get the dogs exercised and giving them time to explore part of the property.
Right.
So that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a very simple dinner there. So
Right. So this past week we did a lot more packing.
oh
Right.
yes, we did.
And what happened yesterday?
Something happened yesterday.
Yes, I sold my Jeep yesterday.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Such a nice couple, really.
Very
They're
nice.
just wonderful.
Quite amazing how fast my Jeep sold.
Yes.
And surprisingly, it sold for almost the same amount that I paid for it in 2012, which is just amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean, to get rid of me, you have to pay. No, it's amazing. And we're driving right now in the Toyota Sienna, which I never really loved this car, particularly, or have no attachment to it. And it's a relatively new car. that is incredibly comfortable to drive in. So that is really nice. And I've got someone in front of me who basically, if he doesn't go if he goes any slower, he goes backwards.
Yeah. I think we have those drivers in any country. So one of the other things that we did was we dismantled the chandelier. And that was fun, wasn't it?
Again, it's a lot of work because it's up and down the ladder. So we are not having anything to heave it up there or something. No, we have done that before.
Right, and we have a ton of extra towels that we've used for the dogs, and we've had people given to us. So we were able to wrap all of the crystals up in the towels very securely. So they should have no problem making the trip over to France.
And they're in a what they call a tote, so it's a large
plastic
hard plastic
container.
box.
Yeah.
So that is they're safe.
Right. And then the cage itself then will come down, and that will go into a crate.
Yes, they're going to build an actual crate for this because it has these lead crystal spires in it that you cannot. Well, maybe they're removable. I don't know, but better safe than sorry.
Right.
And the crates that we are that they're building, they will stay with us. So if in France we find another chandelier, we have a box to put it in.
Right. We can just throw the crates that's for the chandelier in the back of the van when we go brocanting, just in case we find a chandelier, and then we have some way to bring it home.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun. But it's up and down the ladder is always translates when you do this many times in repetition. Always translates into sore calf muscles. Never fails.
Right.
But it was fun. I mean, when you see a chandelier hanging up there, that's one thing. But when you look at the size of some of the crystals, I mean, they're the size of my hand. That was. I mean, it's always great, and of course, it will all be polished once it's there before it's hung up again.
Right.
So,
yeah, and
that was fun.
It was, and we took a video of it that's in time lapse, and we're going to show it to you now.
Have fun. So this is how a chandelier looks without the crystal. So they
Right.
call this a cage.
Just the cage, right?
I suppose one could, I'm staring at it right now, one could put a canary in there. One shouldn't, but so this is going to stay there for the next 3 weeks. And I'm going to disconnect it from the electricity in, oh good Lord, 3 weeks. Well,
Right, actually less than that, yeah,
Less than
less
3
than
weeks.
3 weeks, right.
So the movers are going to take it down and put it in a crate that they built for it.
Right.
Yeah, so in 3 weeks theoretically, everything that's in this house that we're taking will be in a container and on its way to, who knows, God knows where. It goes from
Who knows where it goes before it gets
here to the East Coast. So it goes
don't know.
on a truck, then it goes on a train until it hits New York, and then it waits for a ship. Then it goes to, I think
I think we're just lucky if we ever see it again. It's like
La Havre. Then there are movers that pick it up somewhere there after it clears custom, and every box has a label that says basically every item that's in there, or
Right.
it says like decorative items.
what's inside the box and the room that it goes into.
And we have a running inventory too,
Right.
so we have all that.
Right.
And
And this time next week,
yes, there won't be a vlog. Sorry.
no, because
Sorry, no vlog.
we will be at our chateau this time next week, and we will be the owners of our chateau
Officially now.
officially this time next week.
So, we promise to take lots of
Taking lots and lots of video
Footage.
while we're there. Yes.
yes. Now, fingers crossed too that the airline allows Stuart to take the
The drone.
well, you can take the drone, but it's
Right.
all about the batteries, right? So
Well, yeah,
batteries are a
right.
big problem. Ooh.
Yeah, I there shouldn't. Following what they said, it shouldn't be a problem. I just have to make sure that it's they have to be, the ends have to be taped over, and they have to be like in their own little containers. And other than that, as long as I think that we tell them that they're there, and then I think it's okay to take them.
Right, and we I'm sorry, we have no interest in them going up in flames because our dogs are on board.
Exactly.
Okay,
And, well,
that was a very
and
selfish
so
statement.
are we.
Well, I don't care. It's all about the dogs, right?
okay.
So, we will film when we get to Hamburg, and Dad's going to be at the airport. Neighbor,
Right, and we'll do a bit of the
family.
We're making the trip down from Hamburg down to the chateau, and we'll do some video footage of
Oh,
that,
absolutely.
that as well.
It's going to be fun. Yeah, I can't even tell you where our heads are at this point. It's kind of amazing to look at the iPhone and that they're not spinning, because they are in a way.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's interesting. It truly is. Scatterbrained. We're very tired. There is very often not much sleep, or often disrupted, or really bad.
Right. Yeah.
But that's just what it is. So theoretically, in about 3 weeks, we will be, a little over 3 weeks, we'll be on a plane with the remainders of our dogs, on our way to Paris. And that's a whole other can of worms, which
Right.
we're going to talk about later.
Right.
It's nothing really bad. It is just like this, that landslide that comes towards you, and you go, can I just sit here and it won't hit me? And no, it will hit you.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching.
Bonne journée.
And have a good night. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.